Zone 3 podcast at RSNA 2022, and I am with Bill Faulkner. And just want to ask you a couple of questions about his vet status and how he feels 2022 is going to do for us. All right, so what's going on with RSNA 2022, Bill?
Well, it's at my age, it's good to be able to still do this.
Right.
Don't know how long it will last for the day, but I'll be here. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on this year. One of the things that has definitely caught my attention, based on some of the other work we've been doing, is the introduction, FDA approval of a new gadolinium-based contrast agent, gadopiclinol.
Yeah.
It's a macrocyclic agent, has the highest stability, much higher than even the highest stability agent currently on the market.
Right.
Some 4 times higher, I think, something to that effect. And it's also interesting in how it's made. Standard gadolinium molecules, whether they're linear or macrocyclic, have a single little chemical crevice for a water. So you got one gadolinium molecule and you got one water, so 1 to 1.
Right.
So that's why if you want to see more, you give more. So if you give more gadolinium, you just basically involve more water, right? So that's
for sure.
Right. So that's why that works. But with this agent, it has 2 chemical crevices, so you actually, for 1 GAD molecule, you get 2 water molecules. And so that's about 60% of its relaxivity. It's got some other chemical arms on it that also interact with more water. And so you wind up with relaxivity that's twice as high as currently the highest one we have now. And not only that, but wait, don't order yet, the FDA approved dose of this agent is 0.05. So it's half of what you would normally be giving, but that's its standard dose. So basically what you get is you give less gadolinium, about half as many milligrams, half the milligrams of gadolinium for a given patient, and you get the effect of the high relaxivity agent, and it's half the gadolinium. So that one's, to me, that's going to really change things, especially as gives you doctors the ability to tailor dose. I don't want to get all into it because we can do a whole podcast on that one maybe sometime. But the other thing is, I noticed that a lot of the vendors, and I haven't had a chance to get around to all of them, but a lot of stuff on artificial intelligence, especially with at least from my standpoint, image reconstruction that way, significantly speed up scan times.
Right.
I've seen stuff like a 6 or 7 series in a 6-minute routine brain.
Wow.
And so
that's another great episode right there. We can kind of go all up into.
Oh yeah, we can go into that stuff and how to optimize your protocols instead of buying something new and have 14 series. We can just
Oh my gosh! Well, and one of the things that are exciting me about the AI is just that how it completely changes the way we kind of think about parameter trade-offs, right?
Everything you learned doesn't matter anymore.
Right. It's just mind-blowing.
Just doesn't matter.
Well, thank you, Bill, so much. We appreciate your time.
Man, anytime.
We always love having you on.
Anytime.
Zone 3 podcast, RSNA 2022. So stay tuned. We're definitely going to get a podcast on that contract that we were talking about from Gourmet, which is called Elysium, I believe.
Well, I don't know. It's actually the 2 vendors are actually going to be selling it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they each have different trade names, but same drug.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Chemical compound. Stay tuned.
All right.
RSNA, we are out.
See ya.
All right. Zone 3 podcast. We are at RSNA 2022. Got my man Toby over here. Toby, honestly, man, I just want to know, what you're excited about. At RSNA, I know you're a big safety guy. Now, no cheating. Can't talk about your booth.
Okay, all right.
But what else gets you excited?
Man, there are so many new magnet formats and new field strengths. So Siemens, 0.55, the Hyperfine 0.064. The Embrace, 1 Tesla neonatal system, all kinds of really interesting new products out there that don't really fit cleanly into the existing MR safety molds, MR conditional labeling at 1.5, at 3.0.
So
now we got all of these systems that don't fit, and how do we deal with the safety issues for those?
Right. Yeah, that's navigating safety issues already is difficult. So now we got all these, like you said, different field strengths, and things that we're gonna have to kind of struggle with. So that kind of gets you pumped. Though we saw you at the Hyperfine.
Yes.
How was that experience?
That was cool, actually. I mean, my first MR scan of my life. I mean, I've been in and around magnets for 20 plus years, and the first time I've actually been scanned in one is in a trade show booth, at RSNA in the middle of Chicago.
Oh, that's awesome. What were the results?
I have a brain, which was in doubt, but.
I know what you guys were thinking out there, but it's true. You guys are brainiac.
Yeah. Well, I have one, and whether it works or not, I don't think the magnet showed that. So.
Well, Toby, man, love what you're doing as always, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Keep doing what you're doing, and hey, if you guys have a chance, make sure you get out to RSNA 2022. It's not too late. There's still 2 days, at least 2 days left, so there's plenty to see out here. So come on out and join us. The Don't Be Podcast. We are out.